Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Gemini for the week of October 31st through November 6th of 2022. And I would also like to thank everyone who has given my channel a thumbs up, as well as a very special thank you to those of you who have subscribed and left comments. Thank you very much for doing that. It is greatly appreciated. All right. And your first card out is the Ace of Wands. So things are starting to grow and bloom and go your way. Starting to feel a little more optimistic. Opportunities are knocking at your door. Whether this is at the heartstrings or a career that you've always wanted to be in or think about doing. That sort of thing. So that's good. So if it's a job, if it's, one that you really like and love doing, it's not really a job, it's play. So, wow, good for you, Gemini. And the Wheel of Fortune. So starting over, nice, fresh, new ideas. Good things are happening and coming your way. This could be a big break in your career for some of you. This could be money coming in as well. For some of you, this could be love as well. So things are starting over. You have nice, fresh, new beginnings going your way, that sort of thing. You're quite happy this week with the outcomes coming, which is lovely. Ooh, and the Lovers. So there may be that new relationship coming in for you there, Gemini. Maybe you've been with somebody for a while and you finally decided that, you know what, let's make this a little more real. You're going to move in together. You're going to buy a home together, get engaged for some of you. For others of you, this could be your, like I said, a career that you've always wanted, something that's you're really passionate about, and you're so happy to have it come into your life. So what a beautiful week for you. And the Ace of Swords. So, saying what you got to say, defending what you got to defend, that sort of thing. If you're feeling a little bit stuck, the air is clearing up here. Things are starting to go your way. You're starting to feel your independence again. You're okay with what's happening. You're handling things. You're managing all your tasks that you have to do, which is good. And the Chariot. So, forging ahead, moving on, you're just gonna, something, needed to be, for some of you, this could be a trip that you're taking as well, something that someplace you always wanted to see, by vehicle. For others of you, it's a ticket punched sort of thing on the way out the door. You're, in a dead-end situation and you've decided that, I'm going to forge ahead in a new area, a new job, a new relationship, and you've made that decision. You're getting in your chariot and off you go because it's the right thing for you to do. You're forging ahead. You're not swaying off to what you've already chosen to do. You see that brass ring at the end of that road and you are headed at it for all it's worth. And the Page of Swords. So definitely clearing the air. Maybe you've had a slight disagreement with somebody, or somebody's decided to tell you what they think, that sort of thing, and you're not having any of it. You're saying what you need to say and making your stand very clear. And the Eight of Cups. So most definitely weighing some things in your mind. You're feeling like you've put a lot of effort into something. Now, whether this is a job or a relationship, friendship in some cases, and you've bent over backwards to try to make it to work, and you just keep putting into it, and you're just wondering, when is enough, and is this ever going to have completion, and am I going to be happy? So you're wondering, do I just say that's it, cut your losses and move along? You got a few decisions to make this week for yourself. Gemini, and you might head for that grass that's greener on the other side because you're just plumb tuckered out. And the Page of Pentacles. So new beginnings, opportunities of some sort of knocking at the door there, whether they're at your heartstrings or a new job for some of you. But your health is starting to become a little bit better. You've put some, you're investing in yourself, that sort of thing, to make sure that what you have in your life makes you content and happy. And the Temptress. So definitely mixing things together, whether this is a home, a job, friendship, people, you're just getting along really well with people. People are getting along with you. Your health is returning if you've been a little bit, not feeling overly energetic. Your humor is coming back. People are starting to notice it. They want to hang around with you, that sort of thing. You're just unfolding in a good way this week. And the Three of Swords, so some sort of betrayal. Somebody's hurt you, whether it's been in the past or just recently. Pardon me. This could be in a relationship that, didn't end quite nicely. It does happen. And maybe you decided that, I have to take the swords out of my heart and, come to grips with what's happened so that I can move forward in my own life going forward and not keep beating yourself up about what has gone in the past. And the Three of Pentacles. So definitely doing okay work-wise. People realize what you have and they appreciate you. You're good at you're very talented that way. I mean, people come to you and ask you for help or get you to teach them. You've made the most of all your talents and you look forward to making more money from them. And you're doing it because you want to do it. Your increase in life is coming up, your standards of living, that sort of thing. So you're flying quite high this week with your newfound independence. And the Knight of Cups. So an invitation, new beginning. Somebody may be asking you if you'd like to take a little bit of a road trip. It usually is by boat, but not necessarily. I mean, you could be walking along the edge of a pond or something like that. It doesn't have to be that you have to get in a cruise line. And the Five of Swords, or rods. So some sort of competition, whether it's there or it's not, but you're feeling like you need to stand your ground and prove to people what you're worth, that sort of thing. Competition sometimes is necessary. It's not always fun, but necessary in life, and it helps us grow in as an individual. So that might be what you're facing this week as well for some of you. And what do we got? And the Nine of Rods. So you've definitely been through the mill. You've had to stand your ground, stand up for yourself, feel like you're on the defense all the time. Whether that's in this relationship or, your job. There's no question about it that you already know what to do. So you're just making that decision this week of what you got to do to move forward to have peace in your own life and happiness. Yeah, and the Six of Swords. So you're definitely thinking of, moving forward, moving on, packing your bags. You've been, going against the current for so long and you're just weary of doing it now. So you're trying to make yourself happy. So you might be actually thinking of doing a physical move somewhere for some of you. There's brighter horizons over there, that sort of thing. But you're doing okay. I mean, you'll make that decision. Like I said, for some of you, you're actually going to do a physical move, whether that's in a job or a move to a different home for some of you as well. And the Queen of Pentacles. Well, very good with money. Very good to likes to make sure your bank accounts are okay. You're not worried about and stressing over, am I going to have enough money at the end? Very good in that sort of thing. Maybe you're making some good investments this week. You've talked to some people and made a choice. You're also very thrifty with making sure that you have enough, whether that's enough food or enough, money in your bank accounts. You want to have enough, and you're willing to do what it takes to make sure that it's there, whether you're starting that new business or just no matter what it is you're interested in, you'll do it to the fullest because you want comfort and that in the future. All right, I'm going to shuffle and deal you an Angel Oracle card. Yep. All right. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. Well, there you go, Gemini. All right. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.